Hi, welcome to the Modal Podcast. I'm very excited to have another episode that is going to be talking about some of the great things that we're seeing today with style and culture, but also just maybe touch on some of the past and where these trends and moments came from and where they stem from. I'm excited to have Laura today on this podcast. Laura, do you want to give us a little bit of background about yourself?
Sure. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for having me. I am a current grad student getting my MFA in fashion design at SCAD at the Atlanta campus. My undergraduate is actually unrelated to fashion. I got my undergraduate in ethnic studies and minor in gender studies, and then I taught high school and middle school before starting grad school. So I'm still relatively new into the fashion industry. And yeah, I'm in my second year at SCAD and really enjoying it and getting a lot out of the program.
What an exciting background. How do you feel that experience in your undergrad has helped maybe with you navigating the fashion space? Is there more that you're looking into deeper than just like the trends, but maybe like why people are doing what they're doing or how maybe like the subculture or culture might tie into it?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the main things coming in with the social justice background is thinking about labor practices in the labor industry. So, the exploitation and how clothes get to where they are from every stage of production and how loosely they are regulated. So that's one of, I would say, the bigger factors that I keep coming up against
Love
in this
that.
degree and program.
Is there a sustainability piece too that you ever focus on? Does that tie into kind of those practices when it comes to manufacturing and the different steps that you see as a theme that attention is starting to be looked at more? Or do you think some brands still are not digging in deeper there as they should be, maybe?
Well, as far as sustainability goes, it's definitely connected. And it's also important as well. The program does look into sustainability, but and the industry as a whole, the fashion industry at large, but living wages is not something that is addressed nearly as much as sustainability.
That makes complete sense. Thank you for sharing that context and just your insight. What are some examples that you're seeing today of trends and maybe ones that are popular today, but that you've also seen in the past that might be coming back around?
Um, Fashion trends that are coming back around. Well, fashion is cyclical, so it's we're always having old styles, vintage styles coming back. Um, in in recent times, we're having a lot of 90s and early 2000s coming back. I was just speaking with someone last night in Manhattan about he works at Stussy, and he was saying that they've had a popular resurgence recently with lines out the door most days of the week, which is really interesting. Stussy was a brand that started in California, I think in the 80s, he was mentioning. And so that's a lot of like surfer and skate culture from California mixed in with that brand. So that's kind of right on example of what I was speaking of in terms of that era being more popular. Also, I'm seeing a lot of really feminine trends. Coming back from various decades, and pink doesn't seem to be going anywhere
Hmm.
either, which has been
So
another
true.
Barbie.
Have you seen any outside of like pink? Are there any color palettes that you feel are resonating the most right now or influencing what retail and just the culture is leaning towards?
Um, I think I think overall bright colors are more popular recently. I think there are certain color palettes, although I can't speak to the exact ones in terms of tones and tonalities. Um, and it's also very culturally specific. Um, so, um, so on the runways, we are seeing more adaptation of vibrant colors coming from different cultural contexts. Um, but yeah, I can't speak too much to the specific color palettes at the moment, as I haven't done any research on that recently.
No, that's all good. Are there any things that are in what's happening now that's inspiring you, whether it's certain music or TV shows or just even, going from Atlanta to Manhattan and seeing different people in different parts of the country that excites you, or that you're seeing certain trends that you wish just would go away?
Um, um, well, at the moment I'm in Manhattan, and so every time I come here, I'm always pleasantly surprised um by trends that I see and more uniqueness with people's style. Back in Atlanta, I feel like I can go to one of 10 grocery stores and probably see the same um, tennis skirt, the same Aloe or Lululemon tennis skirt. And that's cute. I love a cute tennis skirt, but there's a more wide range of contemporary styles here in Manhattan, which is always nice. Um, and of course, growing up in California and also living in, I think Miami, um, has shaped my sense of style a lot as well.
For sure, I could imagine. It's very, very interesting to be probably in a place or growing up in the South and then being able to go up to the Northeast, and especially in real time going back and forth now in your life to be able to see just the differences and like similarities to play with those ideas and visuals. I'm curious, are you going to be in Manhattan on Monday when the Met Gala happens?
Yes, I am.
Are you excited?
I am super excited, but I wish I was going, but I don't have a ticket.
Yes. What do you think for you, tailored for you, their theme means? And what are you excited to maybe see? I know there's been a lot of talk about the exhibit tailoring Black style. Has there been anything that's been fascinating to you or anything that you're hoping will show up at that event?
Oh, yeah, I'm really curious to see how that's going to play out. I think the theme is the Black Dandy, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I haven't looked too much into it, but I know that I think the term comes out of a scholarly literary review type uh, historical analysis book. And so I'm curious to learn more about that, and I'm really curious to see how designers are going to play with that. But I do love the attention on Black fashion history, and I'm really excited to see all the directions that designers take that.
Oh yeah, for sure. There was a video in the Making of Vogue's Met Gala issue that they posted kind of going over it in dandyism, which was really inspiring to see and get that history. And I think it's going to be a really fun night where we can see people like Pharrell Williams, who also spoke about it, different people who've been in fashion, but having honed in on this narrative for the night and then seeing who's dressing everyone will be really spectacular to watch. So, a lot to look forward to.
Definitely.
Well, anything else that you want to add from your perspective or just your process and how you view fashion and your approach?
Um, Nothing in particular comes to mind. But
Good.
um, I have a few projects that are in the works that I'm working on, and I will definitely share a smaller album with you.